And kind of ending this, I think this nigga lied though. Pontiac made DDG. This nigga DDG claiming that he only sold 502 records. I think that's a lie. He says 1,230 first week sales. Is that true? There's no way DDG sold 1,200 copies. And he said 502 albums. I'm guessing that's purchases, and then the rest came in streams. Nah, I don't think that's true. I'm gonna pull his numbers tomorrow or Tuesday. I'll pull the numbers tomorrow or Tuesday. I know he's not in the top 50. He's not in the top 50. But the Billboard, it goes to 200. So I would hope his album actually makes it on the top 200 list. He was on iTunes #1 for a while, at least in the hip hop genre. And I guess that's the albums getting sold. These albums right here, 502. I was really interested to see how his sales would do, just off the mere fact that, he's been blowing up so crazy with streaming recently. I wanted to see, will it translate? And sometimes, this is the thing about streaming and sometimes online entertainment. Sometimes, like, for example, it's like people with me, right? Like, anytime I throw a live event, like, it's been humbling for me, right? Like, yeah, I'll have 17, 18,000 people watching me. You throw an event with 500 cap and only 300 sell. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Not everything translates, because some of the people who are just tuning in, they're just tuning in for a show. Some are real fans. Some of them are hate watching. Some of them don't like you. Some of them just tune in to clip shit and take it out of context. And I was wondering with DDG, like, how much of this newfound, success in terms of streaming would actually translate to selling an album. And he did go on a press run. I seen him at the Breakfast Club. I've seen him doing different outlets. He's been having incredible success on stream, but it looked like, even though they enjoy, and by the way, another reason why I wanted to see if it translated is as well that it's not like he was doing something different on stream. He was making music on stream. So he was actually making the music that he put out on stream, and people were tuning in. And I'm like, well, if people are kind of invested that way, they're going to go buy the record. But you get to realize the streaming audience, they'll sub, like a streaming audience will sub up before they buy your album. They'll donate to get their message on screen before they support your album. And that's kind of a little bit unfortunate for me, or unfortunate in general, because you get to realize, I think DDG is going to get to a fork in the road if this continues, where, if you ask me, DDG is probably making $300,000, $400,000 a month just off content and streaming. Music, if it doesn't translate to music, you might have to just stick with what's making you money, even if they're not going to support your music. I don't know. It's kind of disappointing seeing, like, I think if Kai dropped a song, or maybe Kai's just that big, pause. I think they would support it. I seen the Bust Down Rolly Avalanche song. That shit went platinum, right? But sometimes when it comes to music, like, for example, Blues Clues did amazing for me, right? It was my first song. After that, they were like, all right, nigga, get back to reading the news, right? So maybe sometimes it's just a one-off, like they'll support your first one, but they're not really there to support your music, true and true. Like Kai posted, Bust Down Rolly Avalanche with LE Chopper is actually gold. It's actually gold. It's definitely going to go platinum if you ask me, right? But also, like, I really don't know. I seen Max just sell out a concert, right? Black Boy Max concert. Like, he just sold out a concert, but apparently he charged, like, the tickets were like $5, right? Which again, that's not a feasible thing to really have that type of career if you want to perform. Like, he probably didn't make no money on this. He probably lost money on this. $5 a ticket, the venue's going to charge more than that. You get what I'm saying? But for him, it was probably, not saying it wasn't an L for him, it was a big W, but he probably just wanted people to show up. But I'm wondering how much, we haven't really seen it yet, where someone has taken that stream clout and completely turned it into, I'm going on tour and they're going to just support me as an artist.
On 5/5 I will be doing a live show, a concert with artists that have came on stream and done in the booths. Tickets go live tomorrow. Tickets go live tomorrow.
Meguiar's Hybrid Ceramic Waterless Wash and Wax is the perfect way to wash your car and add ceramic protection without
A live in the booths. Tickets go live tomorrow. Tickets go live tomorrow. Now, I repeat, on 5/5, I will be doing a live concert with some artists that came on stream and did in the booths. Not all, some. And doing a live show. Tickets go live tomorrow.
Okay, so yeah, he sold for $5. And I ain't gonna lie to you, it looked lit as shit. Let's see if we could. I want to show you the show. That show looked lit as hell. Yeah, this was the show. Oh, I guess he brought out mad people. So 41 came out. Okay. Yeah, this shit look lit as fuck. I think he did it at the Roxy. And the Roxy holds, how many people does the Roxy hold? I think the Roxy holds like 500, I think. Right? Roxy Theater, Los Angeles, capacity. Yeah, it holds 500. But yeah, again, I'm you know, for me, I'm looking to see, is one thing pulling a lot of people to watch your live stream? How do you get those people to show up? And it does take a lot more. You know what I mean? It takes a lot more effort when somebody got to get a babysitter. They got to go get an outfit. They got to go get a ride. They got to go do A, B, C, and D, and also pay for a ticket to go watch you. Now, if those people are musicians, it probably makes a little bit more sense, right? Like, for example, I think it's tough for me to even, I think anytime a podcaster, well, I'm more of a streamer than a podcaster, if you ask me. I think people might be like, well, why would we go watch Ak if he's going to do what he's going to do on stream? You know what I mean? If it's music, it's easier of a sell. Also, it depends on, and that's what I was saying about the NBA YoungBoy like fan base. It depends on the age group. Like, I think, for example, let's say Joe Budden's podcast. Like, they got grown-ass people in their 40s that's watching them and shit, right? And I think they probably sell tickets easier. They might get less numbers than some people, but they probably would sell tickets easier. When it comes to, like, younger fan base, bro, you can't charge them $80, $90. You get what I'm saying? They're not going to show up. They don't got $80, $90, even though they love Max, right? I'm not dissing, like, his audience. So I think this was a big W, but I'm kind of bringing it back to the DDG shit to say, I really thought DDG was going to be pushing 10K at least. Like, I think he called me and I told him 20 to 30. Because, bro, like, he's been lit. So, like, if his audience didn't really show up and cop his album, like, I don't know. But this was a big W for Max, though. I don't know if Max wants to be a, what do you call it again? Does Max want to be like a touring musician, or he just likes doing what he does as a streamer and maybe sometimes perform? Because I think they were trying to get him on did I say OnlyFans? No, they were trying to get him on Rolling Loud. Oh yeah, right here. Yeah, this shit look lit. And shit, maybe that's the fucking meta. Charge the least amount as possible, $5. At least they show up. At that point, it's like a meet and greet, but shit, who gives a fuck? Like, Max is rich as fuck. Who gives a fuck, right? This is a big W for him, though. Good. All right. Yeah, I'm really just kind of commenting on how much, like, can you convert? Because everybody wants to get into streaming. We're seeing rappers get into streaming. And they're using the DDG-like motto, thinking that if you're lit on stream, these are people that will buy your product. But I don't think naturally people who watch streamers all the time always then it's easy to monetize that attention that they give you. They'll watch it for 4 or 5 hours. Then you drop an album for $5, they might not buy it. But if you're having a subathon, they'll fucking sub from here till like it's going out of style, right? So that's kind of like confusing to me. I guess we'll find out if anyone ever does it, do it correctly. Has anyone done it correctly? Like really made that transition where they got lit in streaming first and then turned it into music. Somebody said DDG's trolling. Yeah, maybe he's trolling, but like, I mean, he's still not in the top 50. So like, the top 50s he's so below 20,000 for sure. I'd be surprised if he didn't sell 10,000. If he didn't sell 10,000, I'm kind of wondering like, what the fuck. Anyway.